The Special Forces soldier had just stepped out of the station. He was targeted by a thief and stole his luggage. A kind lady reminded him that his bag had been stolen, but he just smiled and said, "They'll bring it back soon." The thief, holding the bag, even sneered at him before getting on the bus, completely unaware of what kind of trouble he had just gotten himself into. On the bus, the thief bragged to his partner. That guy was so scared he didn't even move. But when they opened it, both of them froze on the spot. The bag was full of medals of honor. Thinking they were fake, they laughed. Who'd be dumb enough to fake military medals? Then they pulled out a folder, and when they looked inside, their faces went pale. The thieves were so terrified that one of them even lost control of his bladder. Suddenly, they heard the roar of a helicopter above. Before they could react, their van screeched to a halt. In front of them, 3 pickup trucks appeared out of nowhere, filled with fully armed Special Forces soldiers, blocking their escape. The thieves were trembling inside the van, barely able to speak. "All we did was steal a bag. Do they need tanks and helicopters for this?" Moments later, the car door was ripped open, and the 3 were dragged out like chickens. They were nearly executed on the spot, until the Special Forces soldier himself walked over and said, "Forget it, let them go." He didn't want to make a big scene. After all, he had just returned from years of missions abroad, and only wanted to reunite with his family. When he finally reached home, just as he was about to step through the door, he overheard his family talking. His father said, "Sending that useless son to the army was the best decision we ever made. If I hadn't tricked him into joining the most dangerous unit, he'd have died on the battlefield, and we wouldn't have gotten this luxury villa and the $1 million compensation." Hearing this, the man froze. His fiancée scoffed, "Good thing I never married him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be living such a good life now with his brother." It turned out that after news of his death spread, the city governor promoted his younger brother to the position of chief of public security. None of them knew that everything they had was actually arranged by the man himself. Listening to their words, tears streamed down his face. Now he finally knew. All those words had been lies. His aide whispered, "Sir, the wedding is tomorrow. Do you want me to take care of them?" But the man stopped him. He smiled coldly and said, "Didn't the mayor plan a celebration banquet for me tomorrow? We'll hold it at their wedding." Meanwhile, his family was still happily chatting inside. Suddenly, the man walked in. Everyone froze in shock. His father stammered, "Aren't you supposed to be dead? How are you still alive?" Their faces were filled with dread. They all knew if people found out he was still alive, they'd lose all the benefits they had gained. The man asked coldly, "Are you disappointed that I'm back? Afraid I'll ruin everything for you? Are you afraid of being discovered pretending to be a family member of a martyr and losing your reputation?" His fiancée snapped, "You should just leave. If you stay, you'll only drag us down. Think of the bigger picture." Their so-called bigger picture was to use his death as their stepping stone. His father pulled out a check and handed it to him. "Take this money, make him disappear." Even his mother, with tears in her eyes, begged him to go. "Please don't make things harder for us." The man looked at them one by one and asked, "Do you still consider me your son?" Before his mother could answer, his brother shouted, "You're no longer one of the Shao family." The man tore the check to pieces. "From this moment on, I have nothing to do with the Shao family, and every privilege you gained under my name, I'll take it all back."